Very hazy in this light. It's given me a great look. Right, hopefully the chat will come through. I've got hello and welcome to Ghosts of Rye. For those of you that are new to my channel, we've got 15 minutes of pre-tour chat, and you can, if you're not watching this live, scroll all the way to the start of the tour. It's 8:15 UK time, and the tour will be starting at 8:30. If you are new to Leonie Kent YouTube, please do subscribe to my channel. Hello everybody, how are you? Emma, I hope it is going to scare you. It's going to be absolutely terrifying. I've got a terrifying person with me now. Hello Margaret, hello Emma, how is everybody? So Casey will be joining me for the pre-tour, and then she will be just enjoying the stories like everybody else. Hello Ronnie. Hello. Oh, I can see other people. I've only seen my earliest comment looks like there's a Sue and a Susan on, but I haven't seen that. So hello Sue. Hello Susan, if indeed Susan. I'm not starting early, Tina. This is the pre-live. So the tour starts at 8:30 and I start 15 minutes before, and we do the pre-live chat. How is everybody? Hello Matthew, nice to see you again.
Hi Ronnie.
We are looking a little bit, because it is dark, it is night. It is, what time did I say? 8:15 UK time. So yeah, the sun has well and truly set. And the clocks go back. Go back, go forward? Back.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. No, they don't. Sunday.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Hi, Lethargy. Tina's so excited. Good. Tina does love a good ghost tour. Mm-hmm. We might see some ghosts today. We might not. If we do, I'm going to run off. Hi, Mitzi. How are you? Weather-wise, it's actually been a lovely day, hasn't it, today?
Beautiful.
What is that falling down? Just a leaf? Or is there something in that tree?
I'm not sure. It stopped.
Hello, Wendy, David and Daisy.
Hi, Wendy, David and
Hey,
Daisy.
Ruth. I haven't seen you in a gazillion years.
Hi,
How
Ruth.
lovely. Hello, Leslie. So I like the fact that you somehow have got all the
Hi, Nancy.
on the light on you, and I look really dark.
Okay, well here. I'll move.
No, I don't think it's going to matter. It's still going to make me dark. The only way is you would get in the dark as well. It's not going to improve my lightness.
Right.
Unless... Oh, bright light. It's orbs. How long is Casey in the UK? Well, depends if the ghosts get her. How long is Casey in the UK? Casey, how long are you in the UK? Look, see, now you're in the dark.
I am. Woo, it's kind of spooky, especially my hair. I'm here until November the 8th.
November the 8th. So I'm turning around again. Oh, hello, Trista. Oh, hello, Sarah. There we are. That's better. Now half of your face is in the dark.
Yes.
I think this is good low lighting, though, for me. I quite like this effect. I might use it on all my tours. So today, I picked up some strange women from a train station, drove down to Rye, and we've been kind of just bibbing and bobbing. How many steps have you done now?
Oh, we have now done 14,967 steps.
Although I would only say, hello Dawn, I would only say that of that, some of it was you walking to a train station and around at the tube. So we haven't done all of that. I can't claim all of that. I mean, although I did walk around my house, I don't think that probably equates to the amount, you know, that Casey did before. So we've done our miles. We have been, well, where have we been? We've been to Ypres Tower, which was lovely. We went to Landgate, showed her the Strand Gate. The harbour, unfortunately, has got some construction work. Been up and down Mermaid Inn. Ginny says she's behind me. Quite frankly, that would be terrifying if she suddenly popped out. Thomas Steps. I'm not sure who Thomas is. Do, 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 do.
No idea.
I mean, could you get any closer to Halloween staying in one of the most haunted rooms? I hope you're all coming to see us later in our bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Michael.
Hi, Mike.
Michael's here on time. He often has to sit on the naughty state. Naughty. We won't be going in the Mermaid Inn on this tour because the second tour is actually from Dr. Sin's big chamber.
Yes.
Big chamber.
Bed chamber.
Yes. Where we will be hosting our bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's going to be an interesting
It'll
night.
be the first time I've invited you into my bed chamber, folks. Yes. So it's a fabulous room. It's really exciting being at the Mermaid Inn.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of history. We have bumped into a few ghosts already, haven't we?
We
Said
have.
hello, Sybil. Hello, Beryl. Hello, Frank. I'm not in the Mermaid Inn car park. No, I'm not. I'm not telling you which car park I'm in. It's a secret. Hello, Tisharoo. This is the darkest pre-live I've ever done.
Yes. Hi, Tish. If I've missed saying hello to anybody, I don't have my glasses on, and I'm really having a hard time seeing the chat.
Oh, so
I
you didn't
apologise.
see... Hello, Fran. You didn't see the comment saying, Casey, you're an absolute steak.
Oh, no, I didn't. But it's true.
You're not. Oh, you're not, Casey. You're an absolute doll. An absolute doll, I tell you. Should be downhill when, yes, exactly. No, I think...
I don't think so,
I think
Wendy.
it'd be more highbrow, won't it? When that wasn't a cough for effect, by the way. That really was just a cough. It'll be a little bit more, maybe more cultural. We've been talking nonsense.
Well, lots of it, and
Lots.
eating.
Oh, so much eating. Oh, so much eating. I literally could have skipped my evening meal.
Oh.
I was full. But, so I had a child's portion. Even the child's portion was huge. I was like, was that the right size? No, that was huge. I needed the baby version, not the child version. I'm so full. Who have I missed? There's been another whirlwind of hellos. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? So we're halfway through the pre-live. Hello, Abe. So make the most of all your hellos because we're going to get serious once the tour starts. I know, very spooky. Do you like the way that the ends of my hair, or the strands of my hair, look like they're all lit and what have you? What are you laughing at? It's outrageous.
No, mine's just all fuzzy and white and spooky.
Yes. Fuzzy.
Like witch-like, you know.
Witch-leg. Oh, all you need is a massive mole on the end of your nose or something like that. Or is it on the end of your chin? There's an orb on my face. I'm orbing. Or it could be an orb, or it could be just a street light. Yeah, let's do it so you're not actually shine. Shine a light on me. I'm glowing. Naturally glowing. Just this side of the face. I have been glowing though, haven't I?
You have.
The room's quite warm, so I have been glowing.
Extremely
so warm. So warm. Serious and lonely in one sentence. I can do serious, darling. Certainly do serious, as you know. Very serious person, me. Blacklisting works wonders. Who's been blacklisted? Who's been blacklisted? Pink listed? I don't want to be backlighting. Not.
Oh, thanks, Tish.
Not blacklisted at all. She's backlighting. There's something else. Does anyone else keep freezing? Sue is. Anybody else freezing? Put on some clothes. It's the ghosty.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a look. We're on full 5G. I have a mole on my nose, but I like to call it a beauty spot. I'm sure it is a beauty spot, and I'm sure it makes you beautiful. That is, I wasn't thinking of moles, I was thinking of wart. It's
Warts,
witches have
right.
warts.
Right.
Well, I mean, witches have warts, probably. I've never actually met one.
Well, no.
But that's how they display on the old, films. So a massive wart. Or warts. Occasional buffering. Okay, so quite frankly, I think it's just Tish and Sue, is it? Tish is occasionally buffering. 80 degrees. Good Lord.
Nancy, it's 80 there? I hope
South
the air
Carolina.
conditioning in your new car works.
80 degrees. Well, 80 is not too bad. Dawn's okay, but freezing under her rug. Well, you need a thicker rug. Or you need the warmth of a good tour.
Oh, wait till you get to the Mermaid Inn.
Oh,
It'll be
wait,
warm.
wait,
It'll be
wait,
warm.
wait. Wait indeed. Today is buffer day. No, today is the 25th of October, and you know what that means? It's not, is it? It's tomorrow.
24th.
24th, sorry. Tomorrow's the 25th. Right. Anyway, starting again. 24th
It
of
does
October.
work, okay.
Do you know what that means? It means in 2 months, it's Christmas Eve. 2 months, guys. Can I just start a little bit of festive panic amongst you all? Only 2 months left. Isn't that absolutely terrifying? I think it's terrifying. Oh, look, even my teeth were giving off some glow then. I have orbs in my mouth. Oh, Casey's choking. Hopefully not vomiting. Oh, no, it's all right. She hasn't vomited. We're safe.
No.
That would be a bit
All good.
disastrous.
All good.
Just choking off camera. Yeah, well, Mike may be very smug because he's actually arrived on time, but let's face it, there is... Actually, Michael, so the time to talk about the menopause tour, I don't believe you attended. I don't believe I saw you. And I think it would have been helpful for you to learn about the menopause. So, there. In 2 months and 8 days, the whole Christmas New Year enjoyableness will be over, says Mike. Trista's mother's birthday is next month. Oopsie. Oh, there'll be somebody on the naughty step, you can guarantee it. Somebody will be on the naughty step. To be honest, on the menopause tour, a few people came up in so late, it was beyond, it was 5 minutes before the end of the tour, so the naughty step wasn't even available. Naughty step had been packed up. A furball. Yeah, have you got a furball? Ruth wants to know.
Yes, that's it. That's
Lovely.
definitely it.
She's going to bomb up a furball. Hello, Wellpurry. Hi, Nat. So great to see you. Sorry about the buffering. Hi, just say I'm alive. I'm alive! I'm glad, because quite frankly, if you're writing in and not alive, then you're the first ghost on our tour. Splendid. So we've got 2 minutes and no seconds until we go live. And I can hear some church bells. Listen. Not sure if you're going to pick that up. Anyway, there are church bells. Take my word for it if you can't hear that. That's St Mary's Parish Church. Fabulous. We went in earlier. Sadly,
beautiful.
there was a funeral taking place, so we didn't go into all the rooms. Sorry, it wasn't the funeral. It was, I think they had a wake afterwards, so we didn't go into one of the areas. So we'll go back tomorrow. I can actually see. What is that moving on my screen, Casey? What is that white? Can you see that white mark?
No.
Oh, behave, it's on my chin.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, what? Oh! What's... Oh, that's
it's a
weird.
reflection from something.
It's a reflect... Yeah, well, it was moving. Okay, that was a little bit...
Off your phone.
Well, I thought there was like some sort of thunderbug crawling on my screen. Oh my goodness gracious. The bells. Can everybody else see that little white dot now on my cheek? Or if it's just me, I really ought to stop anyway. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Oh, pardon me. What happened in Nat's tour? Did she have also a little white thing on the screen? Did she have buffering? I mean, so many things that could happen. Right, we will, of course, have more time to chat with Casey later when we're in Dr. Sin's bedroom. bedchamber. Hello, Michelle. Yeah, you can see the dog. I'm glad about that. For a moment, I did think I was going a little bit potty. Right then. Well, it is now 8:30 on the nose, and you know what that means? That means it's time to start the tour. So I'm going to turn the camera around once I actually remember how to do it. Ding! Oh, spooky business. So here we are in Rye, which is the first time I've been to Rye today. Not today. I mean, it is the first time I've been to Rye today, but what I actually meant to say is it's the first time I've been to Rye this year. Now, what are we looking at here? Unfortunately, we know how ghosts get made. And I'm afraid it's after people pass away. They create ghosts. And sometimes they like to haunt. And sometimes they don't necessarily go off into the other world. So we're going to walk towards Needles Passage. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to try not to get mown down. It's a good tour, Mike. I'm glad you're still with me. There is a bit of traffic, but don't worry. We'll avoid the traffic, and hopefully I will remember where I'm going. So Needles Passage. Now, echoing footsteps are heard as you walk down the passageway, but no one can be seen. Now, you may get a bit of buffering through here just because literally it's a very small passage. Now, local folklore says it's unlucky to step on the stone with the date of construction, which I'll move my shadow out the way, unless you've already had your birthday this year. Well, the good news is, kids, that it's so dark nobody can see, but I am treading on that date of construction because my birthday's in March. And can we hear footsteps? We can, and there's nobody here.
Take care. Yeah, thank you. Enjoy chips. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry.
No worries. And who's that dark shape? And now you'll hear the bells. It's not very coastly, is it? But it's a gorgeous noise. So we are walking towards Mermaid Inn. Now, it's got 31 rooms. Many of them are haunted. In December 2018, the sun visited. There were cold chills, creaking floorboards, and rattling. A cassette ejected from their night vision camera in the middle of the night. In November 2016, the latch to the back door lifted up and was thrown open, but nobody was there. 2 girls went into a bar with a divining rod. They apparently spoke with a Rye woman who visited the bar each night to chat with the locals. In 2002, it was featured on Channel 5's Most Haunted. We're coming past the Bell Inn, the Old Bell, which is the oldest pub in Rye. Simoneys top-rated the Mermaid Inn, with Cornwall's Jamaica Inn as the most haunted in southeast. A barman was tending to the fire when all the bottles on the shelf at the other end of the bar fell off. He quit the following day. And we're just walking as Mermaid Inn comes into view. And can you feel the spirits? Or are you drinking the spirits? There's an Elizabethan bedchamber, a secret passage with a room, with a toilet and a staircase to what is now known as the bar, because it is the bar. A duel is fought in the room, fighting with rapiers. The victor drags the body and throws it down the stairs of the secret passage. A guest set up a night camera, and movements of swords are picked up. A shadow of a figure can be seen in the corner of the room. Guests have sent in photos. So there you can see is the bar. In a late winter afternoon, 2 guests came back to Mermaid Inn after walking through town. On the return through the car park, they look up at the windows and they saw a silhouette of 2 people against the closed windows. But no one had been in the room. In 1996, the room door flew open. There was chill in the doorway, but there was no one there. Dr. Sin's bedchamber, and we'll be showing you that later. Oh, there's the bells again. Now, Dr. Sin is a character in Russell Thorndike's books. He's written 7 of them. He's also got a Dr. Sin's lounge in the Mermaid Inn. And he was a vicar in Dymchurch. There's a retired pirate, Captain Clegg, who was based on the notorious Hawkhurst gang who used to frequent Rye. Now, there's a secret stairway behind a bookcase. A film crew came to Dr. Sin's bedchamber, tested the strength of the light before filming, and the equipment picked up lighted orbs not visible to the naked eye. A medium held a séance with 5 staff. He told them a man with a dog had entered the room. They couldn't see anything, but when they put their arms out, seemed to go through what looked like to be a shadow. Each touched something that felt like a dog. He said his voice and his face would change, and it did. And we are staying at Dr. Sin's bedchamber tonight, so hopefully no spooks there. And there's the wonderful Rudyard Kipling poem, A Smuggler's Song. If you wake at midnight and hear a horse's feet, don't go drawing back the blind or looking in the street. Them that ask no questions ain't told a lie. Watch the wall, my darling, while the gentlemen go by. 25 ponies trotting through the dark. Brandy for the parson, baccy for the clerk. Laces for the lady, letters for the spy. And watch the world, my darling, while the gentlemen go by. Now, partly it's rumoured that there were ghost tales told to make sure that people weren't actually out and about while the smuggling was going on. Or is it real? Now, the Kingsmill room was named after Thomas Kingsmill, one of the Hawkhurst smugglers. Now, the room is said to be haunted by the wife of gang founder George Gray. On occasions, it gets very cold and the rocking chair would start to rock for no reason. The chair was removed. Chambermaid's maids would only clean that room in pairs. Whoops! Sorry, just slightly falling down. Guests report the room is divided into areas of very hot and very cold. And again, the Mermaid Inn has been sent photos of orbs floating around the room. Now, guests report being woken at night with loud footsteps outside the room. They look in the corridor and no one's there. They go back to bed and they begin again. And I just think this view is absolutely gorgeous. They have the Hawkhurst suite. Now, an American lady slept in the single room of the suite. There was a man who was wearing old-fashioned clothes and he sat on her bed during the night and wouldn't leave. She was terrified. She took her mattress to the double room where her sons were sleeping and stayed there until morning. Now we're going to be walking towards the sound of those bells. But more rooms, more haunted rooms. The Nutcracker Suite. A lady in white is seen to walk from the single room across the main room and through the door, stopping at the foot of the bed for a moment on the way past. She's also seen sat in the chair by the main fireplace. She's said to be the ghost of a murdered girlfriend of a smuggler. Yes, the car was slightly annoying, Dawn. We have the James room. There's lots of reports of a lady in white or grey, depending on how often she's washed her dress recently. She sits in the chair by the fireplace. Clothes left on the chair during the night, and in the morning they're all wet. There's no windows or pipes near the chair, or a cat who might just want to leave them all wet for you. There's also a report of a family, a mum, dad and a child. They walked through the wall to the other side of the room. And this was seen while a man was lying in bed. And there's a massive orb. It's the largest orb we've seen. And just like that, the orb has disappeared. Such a large orb. Now I'm going to let you enjoy the sound of the bells. As we're walking towards the churchyard, where of course I've told you all about the murder of Alan Grebel. In the Mermaid Inn, there's a room called the Fleur de Lis. A bank manager and his wife woke to find a man walking through the bathroom wall and across the middle of the room. So scared were they spent the night in one of the lounges downstairs, and they made the porter bring all their belongings down. They would not go back into the room. In the Morton room, gentleman was in bed and he woke. His wife was in the bathroom and he felt a sensation of being kicked in the back. Then a sense of well-being. All went back to normal when his wife returned. Got a bit of a glow there on St Mary's Church. A very lovely pink glow. It's not windy, no, but I've kept my microphone off so that obviously as we've got Casey on board. Now, for those of you that have been on my tour before, down there you can see Lamb House. Now, Henry James, who lived at Lamb House, actually claimed the ghost of an old lady helped him while he was writing. Other owners have reported poltergeist activity. While sitting in the secret garden, E.F. Benson and a vicar saw a caped man walked by before vanishing. Now, some say Lamb House is haunted by the ghost of Alan Grebel, who was killed in this churchyard to the left of us. And we're coming up to Watchbell Street, which is on our right here. Not down here, it's down here on the right, so we're just going to walk down here. So beautiful lights. Now, Watchbell Street, there was a little boy seen dressed in a white sheet. Also, disembodied footsteps thought belonged to a young girl, no longer heard. It's a lovely street, this Watchbell Street. Okay, then we're going to move on to Fletcher's house. It's grade 2 listed. as so many properties in Rye are actually listed. Do we think the bells are going to go again? A ghost. I haven't seen a ghost. We will slightly walk through the churchyard for you, bearing in mind the sacrifice I'm making, as there was an actual murder that took place in here. I can't hear any bells. Maybe it's all in your mind. And you can see there is a gravestone. It's been taken over by the tree. Gonna walk round the outskirts of St Mary's Church. I won't be saying much because it's actually pretty pitch black and I can't actually see where I'm going. And death by tripping over a gravestone would be ironic, but not the ending I was looking for. Now, it would be a very grave mistake, thank you. It's actually got even darker now. Cannot literally see a thing. This may not have been the most sensible thing to do. There's a corner. Any minute there's a corner. Oh, hallelujah. There's a corner. Well, interestingly enough, it's very strange because the bells seem discombobulated in my head and not actually coming from where I thought they would be coming. So this is Fletcher's house. which is on Lion Street. A man in a top hat and tails has been seen on the landing before heading into the toilet and vanishing. Now, this was in 1579, this was the birthplace of John Fletcher. Now, his father, Richard Fletcher, was present at the execution of Mary, Queen of Scots. In 1581, he had become chaplain to Queen Elizabeth I. So he was Dean of Peterborough Cathedral, and he prayed loudly and at length. He was buried in St. Paul's Cathedral. John Fletcher was a playwright who collaborated with Shakespeare. He died in 1625, apparently of the plague. And he is buried in Southwark Cathedral. Now, there is a copy of a painting of John Fletcher in the restaurant, but the original hangs in the National Portrait Gallery. Now, there was an appeal to keep it in the UK, and they did a Christmas draw and raised £3,000. So that was wonderful that the original actually still kept within the United Kingdom. We are walking we're walking away from the bells to the Union Inn on East Street. So dare say that the bells will become less noisy, but may still be ringing in your head. Of course, I can never stop and not show you these. But it's not a sheep tour, it's a ghost tour. I imagine that every church has to practice. I've been here numerous times and never heard the bells more than their normal number. We're walking up to Union Inn, which is here on the left. And there's a man at the bar wearing a customs uniform, but then he vanishes in front of you. Then the lights go out. There's the sound of someone walking along an empty corridor upstairs. A young lady has been seen walking through the kitchen area, with the door opening and closing by itself. Thought it's haunted by the ghost of a lady who died when she fell down the cellar steps. Let's walk backwards so I can get that in the shot. Walking backwards isn't one of my skill sets. Walking frontwards isn't one of my skill sets. I've just heard that there is no bell ringing practice, and there's actually nobody in the church. The bells are ringing by themselves. Are all the inns in Rye haunted? Possibly. Rye is a very old town, so if anywhere's going to be haunted, it would be Rye. We're walking towards the Rye's Austin Friary, of which only the chapel remains, the monastery. Now, it was made of Augustinian hermits. It was founded at Eastcliff initially in 1364. It had 2 acres land. However, the chapel and the priory were damaged in the 1377 French raid, so they applied to the Corporation of Rye for a new site, which was granted in 1379. Now, although they built a new chapel and other buildings, unfortunately all of those didn't survive. The chapel is a Grade 2 listed, scheduled as an ancient monument, and as it's in a poor condition, it's on the Heritage at Risk register. It's the only Austin Friary in southeast England. At either end there was a large window with a Gothic arch. The lower part of each had a corbel representing a grotesque human head. Now, in 1838, it was dissolved as part of Henry VIII's dissolution of monasteries. In 1991, works revealed 529 human bones. Was thought that perhaps they had died as part of an epidemic, although one looked to have a sword death to the head. Not sure there's an epidemic of sword deaths to the head. Taking in the quiet Rye at night. Nobody's going to come out of the church, Susan. There's nobody in that church. Taking you the long way round just so that you're getting to get a bit of Rye at night. As I've never taken you to Rye at night before, can you still hear the bells? So actually down there is the station. And again, more orbs. Nice, lovely pair of orbs there. Faintly, you can hear the bells. Marvellous. Well, they're not playing at the moment, so you definitely won't hear them at the moment. Oops, sorry. If we see that orb in Dr. Sin's bedchamber, what, the one on the car headlight, I'd be looking for Herbie or Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Definitely. We're walking past the old, one of the walls, the original walls. It's part of Rye's defences. That might be a haunted parking meter. Thank you very much for anybody who has sent a tip via Buy Me a Coffee or PayPal. As you know, virtual tour guides aren't paid anything. They rely on the generosity of your tips. And we're walking towards the old monastery, the Austin Friary. Now, ghostly monks are said to haunt the hall and the garden, and they've been linked to several skeletons that were dug up in the garden. Some, there was evidence that they had been buried alive. There were also bones of the dead laid beneath the stones which made up the floor of the chapel. There were many buried there, and a number of bones were found when alterations were required. When the wall was built, separating the grounds from the road in 1762, 5 to 6 skeletons were found in an upright position. St Augustine was the first Archbishop of Canterbury. In World War II, part of the wall was demolished and skeletal remains were found. And we're walking around the grounds of what would have been the monastery. Where the reports of the ghosts have been found. Now, unfortunately, when they did some works, there wasn't any archaeological excavation included, and the spoil was dumped near Winchelsea Caravan Park. And of course, in there they found some of these bones. Now, as you can see, the building now has interior designer. Alex MacArthur. And this, obviously, not a ghost. Now we're going to finish the tour soon, but I've got one more story for you. And this relates to the monastery. And it relates to the poor tale of Cantator, who was a singer, a musician, a ministry. Now, as you know, monks and friars take a vow of chastity, and there are dire consequences if they break that oath. Cantator was named because of his wonderful singing voice, and he fell in love with a girl called Amanda, who lived on the other side of the friary wall. She fell in love with him too, and he would sing from the friary gardens. Occasionally, they would have whispered, clandestine conversations. They planned to elope to France, but they were found up. Poor Cantator was bricked up in a friary wall and left to die. He continued to sing his love songs, but as thirst and starvation overcame him, his voice became cracked and hoarse, and he sounded like a gobbling turkey. There's a ghost often seen on the site of the friary gardens, and many people have heard the sound of a gobbling turkey, which is how the road got its name. And I'll share a photo with you. I'll also share with you, as it is so dark, a beautiful picture of the Mermaid Inn. Not a goblin turkey, no, Mike. A gobbling turkey. Or something perhaps similar. And one of the pictures I took within Mermaid Inn, which I think's rather fabulous. Us ghosts have been here longer than you. So we're going to walk down Turkey Cock Lane, listening, hopefully not, sounds of Cantator. And of course, I hope you'll all join us later when we actually show you around Dr. Sin's bedchamber. If you go to my channel, you'll see the link to the next tour. And what you can see in the background here is the land gate. So we'll have a look at that in the dark. Well, we'll have a look at it hopefully when it's not completely pitch dark, so you can see it in all its glory. And now I think we have the mystical signs of the reversing lorries. There's a new link for the next tour, so you wouldn't return to this link. There's another new tour all set up for you. And what I'm going to show you is the beautiful lights of the lookout. Lots of orbs there. Literally, Rye has come alive tonight. And that's one massive shadow, isn't it? Ooh! Okay, there was a step there. Not quite sure what's going on, but there's a lot of noise and traffic going on. So I will make sure to actually walk up the step this time. And that's the official end of the tour. You're more than welcome to walk back with me. Am I okay? Oh yeah. Goodness gracious. I mean, let's face it, Trista, that's a regular thing for me to do. Yeah, wouldn't matter if I was carrying a torch. I'd have still done that. Quite happy to declare. Oh, this actually is quite fun. Saw this earlier. It's an Apollo. And that has to be one of Linda's dogs, surely. We've got another display here. Rye Chocolate have put on some Halloween displays. It's cool. Got a happy pumpkin. Purdy Gallery, been in there. Oh, some music. Try not to sing the song. But at least I can tell you that the bells have definitely stopped. So just for a short period, just for a bit of acoustic ambience, Acoustic ambiance. I don't know why people feel compelled to do that on streams, but they do. You're probably not going to be able to see that very much, so if I just walk backwards, so you're not getting a shadow, but that's actually a really old prison door. Did you wave back? That's very sweet of you. You might not have seen it, but... Coming up to the town hall on the left here. Really beautiful building. It's very warm considering we're nearly at the end of October. This is a really interesting shop as well. Life is not measured by the amount of breaths we take, but the moments that take our breath away. And as I said, there were no people in the church. And strangely, Church Square. Literally, we are now coming close to returning to the Mermaid Inn. So obviously when I come close, I will be turning the stream off just because I need to recharge my phone. I need to recharge Casey. But walking towards Lamb House in the complete pitch dark. Yeah, it's a lovely fuchsia. Walking on cobbles, we saw a chap walk past earlier, and he had a Shar-Pei, which is a dog, not a Sharpie, different, that's a pen. And then there was a lady behind him, and she had two Shar-Peis, and I was like, oh, seeing double. So we had a speak, also known as a chat. And, well, the younger Shar-Pei nearly started running off at about what seemed like 100 miles an hour, and I thought I was going to see a man fall very hard on some cobbles. Fortunately, he managed to get this naughty little pup under control and didn't land on, because falling on cobbles would not be pleasant. Apparently Shar-Peis are quite nervous and they don't like people putting their hands in front of their face. Oops. I know this because, of course, I put my hand in front of his face. Well, thank you so much, guys, for coming. And I shall hopefully see you again very soon. Hope you enjoyed the Ghosts of Rye, not the Ghost of Taxis Past. See you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye. And thank you again, obviously, for those who are able to support me. If you're able to like, subscribe, or send a tip, that would be very much appreciated. Bye-bye.